Good afternoon and Jai Hind to everyone. In today's class, as we had completed in the last class, the treatment of entrance fees. That when entrance fees will be in revenue nature, when entrance fees will be in the capital nature, when entrance fees is a portion revenue, a portion capital, how it will be done, or when entrance fees, no information is there that it will be capital, it will be revenue, that is not mentioned. So in this particular class we are going to discuss the general and specific fund. What is the general fund and what is the specific fund? देखो बच्चा, whenever we are getting the fund and that fund is not with any specific name, then it will be considered as a general fund. Like normal donation, what we receive, and it is said that it will be capitalized. When we receive the entrance fees and it's said that it will be capitalized. So it is a type of general fund. A specific fund, when it is mentioned that this fund is for this specific purpose, then it will be considered as a specific fund. So a specific fund is for the specific purpose. A specific fund is there for the specific purpose. And this both fund will be treated in the balance sheet liability side. Okay, so now like one question is there. Question is, so how will you deal with the following item where preparing the balance sheet of a club as 31st March 2019? A sports fund is given 5 lakh rupees, 10% sport fund investment. अब देखो बच्चा, investment is a type of future receipt. Investment is a type of future receipt. So all the future receipt will be considered as a assets. Interest received on sports fund investment is given. Donation for sports fund. Ab here donation is the specific. This donation is a specific donation. Why? Because it is given for sports fund. Sports prize awarded, expenses on sports event. These are the expenses what we done for the from the particular fund for the specific purpose sports. So bacha, here sports fund is given. As we know, it is a specific fund. It will be treated in the balance sheet, and how it will be treated, that you please see and learn. So first, so we will prepare the balance sheet. When we prepare the balance sheet, the date will also mention as at 31st March 2019. As I told you that the sports fund investment is our assets, it is a future receipt. So you can see that the sports fund investment is 5 lakh. Okay, now the interest on a sports fund investment will be total how much? So bacha, you just see this particular working note. You see this particular working note that total interest on sports fund. The total interest on sports fund, before that I just clear this so you can focus in only sports fund interest only. So total interest on a sports fund. So sports fund is how much bacha? 5 lakh rupees. Rate of interest is how much bacha? 10%. So into 10 by 100. 5 lakh is the investment amount. 10% is the rate of interest. It is on 1st April 2018. It means it is on the first date. So it remain in the business for whole year. So total interest on sports fund should be 50,000. But out of 50,000, how much is received? Only 37,500. It means still 12,500 is our future receipt. And as you know guys, that if we received any income, that's it's okay, but the income which is receivable, the income what we will receive in the future is known as accrued income. So income received in advance is unearned, and income received, income will receive in the future, that is known as accrued income. And accrued income, here accrued interest will be treated as a future receipt. Future receipt is known as assets. That's why 12,500 will be recorded in the assets. So you can have a total interest 50,000 minus 37,500, total will be 12,500. Now we have the sports fund on 1st April 2018, 5 lakh, and that is our bacha liability. So we write down sports fund 5 lakh rupees. Anything which is a type of income because of a sports fund, that will be added, any expense will be minus from the sports fund. So interest received on sports fund 37,500. Interest accrued, whether it is not received but it is earned. So it is earned in present year, that's why it will be recorded interest accrued 12,500. So total interest is 50,000, that is the income which will increase a sports fund, so it will be recorded. Donation for a sports fund, if anyone will give the donation to you, that fund will increase. Like suppose you have a fund for purchasing a game, if anyone, your father will donate something, that okay 500 you take it from my side, so your fund will increase. Similarly, it is a club, they have a sports fund and someone donate that amount for a specifically sports fund only, so that will also increase the sports fund 1,20,000. So now total balance we have 6,60,000. 5 lakh is the opening balance, 120 donation you receive, total 620, and 50,000 interest you receive on sports fund investment, total sports fund you have 6,70,000. Out of that 6,70,000, you paid 1 lakh rupees the sports prize awarded, and the expenses on a sports fund event total 1,15,000 you paid. So 1 lakh for the sports prize awarded, expenses on a sports event 15,000. So total amount what you have as a balance in a sports fund is 5,55,000, what you have to utilize in the future. So this is the way how we will prepare. This is the way how we will prepare the sports fund. I'm just making this question small so you can see the whole question at a time. Okay. So bacha, first sports fund, that will be transferred in balance sheet. Whatever the income you earn because of sports fund will be added in a sports fund, and the expenses, whatever the amount is spent from the sports fund for the sports event, that will be deducted from the sports fund, and whatever the balance will be there, that will be in the liability balance side. So this is the way how we treat the specific fund in the question. Now one more thing is there, show the following information in financial statement of a non-profit organization. देखो बच्चा, match fund is there, their sports fund is there, here match fund is there, match expenses is there, match expenses will deduct from the match fund. Donation for match fund, I told you any donation you receive that will be added in match fund. Sell of match ticket, so income, this is what income what you receive by selling of the match ticket, and income will be added in the match fund only. Okay, what will be the effect if match expenses go up by 2,50,000, other things remain the same? It is said that if your match expenses is increased by 2,50,000, mean total match expenses will be 8 plus 250 is equal to 10,50,000. Then what you have to do? So here is a concept, you please write down in your copy. Please write down this particular concept in your copy, then we will solve this. That if expenses will increase with concern concerned fund, then excess amount will transfer in income and expenditure account. Mean to say bachcha, mean to say is what? Suppose your total fund is 10 lakh rupees. Your total fund is 10 lakh rupees and your expenses rated with this fund is 10 lakh 50,000. So till 10 lakh, so you will adjust with match fund in the balance sheet. But for extra 50,000, you will open income and expenditure account. Getting my point? कि भाई 10 लाख का जो भी मैच फंड है उस रिलेटेड जो भी एक्सपेंसेस होगा 10 लाख तो मैच फंड से कवर हो जाएगा. And जो extra 50,000 which you not covered from the fund, that will be transferred in income and expenditure. So first we will follow the A with the normal information and then we will understand how the B will solve. Okay, so just come with the balance sheet. So bachcha, first we will transfer the match fund as a liability. I told you whatever the donation we are receiving with related with the match fund, that will be added back. So it will add. Sale of match ticket is actually our income, and I told you in the last question also, when we receive the interest because of using the sports fund, that interest will be added in the what do you say, sports fund. Here also we are earning some income by using the match. Sale of match ticket, we earn the income of 3,60,000, that will also add it, and the total match fund become 10 lakh rupees. Now match expenses is how much bachcha? 8 lakh rupees. Match expenses how much? 8 lakh rupees. It means we have a match fund of 10 lakh rupees. Our match expenses is how much? 8 lakh rupees. So 10 minus 8, 2 lakh rupees will be shown in the balance sheet. But when match expenses will be increased to 10 lakh 50,000, then what to do? You just see this one, how it will be done. Suppose your balance sheet is this one bachcha. Balance sheet is this one. Match fund is how much? You see in the question, match fund is how much bachcha? Match fund is 4 lakh rupees. So match fund is 4 lakh rupees. Donation for match fund. Donation for match fund is how much bachcha? You can see here 2,40,000. So it is 2,40,000 plus sale of match ticket. Sale of match ticket is how much? 3,60,000. 3,60,000. Total amount of match fund will be how much bachcha? 4 lakh, 2 lakh 40, 3 lakh 60 is equal to 10 lakh rupees. Now in the question it is said that your match expenses was 8 lakh rupees. But suppose it is increased by 2,50,000 more. It is increased 2,50,000 more. So total match expenses will be 10,50,000. Bacha, we have a fund of 10 lakh. So maximum 10 lakh match expenses we can adjust here. So less match expenses 10 lakh. Our match expenses become 10,50,000, but we will not deduct 10,50,000. We will deduct maximum 10 lakh rupees, and in the match fund nothing will be transferred. It is closed. And the rest match expenses we have to open a income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account. As you know, expense in the debit side, income in the credit side, and it is the amount what you paid. So here you will write down extra to match expense 50,000. You can show here also 10,50,000 is the total match expense, 10 lakh is the fund amount, so total 50,000 is the expenses amount. So bacha, what is the concept? Concept is, sir, very simple, that whenever our concerned expenses are less than match fund or equal to match fund, that will be only treat in the balance sheet. Okay, like in the first situation, our match expense is 8 lakh rupees and total match fund balance is 10 lakh rupees. So 10 lakh is a sufficient amount to pay the expenses, and after that we have a 2 lakh match fund remain in the balance sheet. But whenever the match expenses is increased to match fund, or match fund is less, match expense is high, so till the match fund amount it will be adjusted in the balance sheet only, but the negative balance of 50,000 will be treated in income and expenditure amount like this bacha. So I hope now it is clear to you. If you have any problem, you can comment. Now in the series of match fund, some different cases are there. How we will deal all the cases, that you have to understand. 3 cases are there basically. Look bacha, prize awarded is there. Prize awarded, only prize awarded, no prize fund is there. No prize fund is there. Always remember that whenever only prize, any expenses are there and not any fund related with that expenses will be given, so that is a normal expenditure and it will be treated in income and expenditure account in expenditure side. Case number 1, 2 prize awarded 5,000 rupees. 2 prize awarded 5,000 rupees. Case number 2. Case number 2 is what bacha? Prize awarded 5,000, prize fund is 40,000. Here expense is there and for that expense fund is also there, and donation of prize received during 7,200. So here what concept is there? I told you, whenever any expense is there and for that expense the specific fund is there, that will be not treated in income and expenditure in other than one case where expenses is more than fund. ठीक है बच्चा, तो अगर कोई प्राइस दी हुई, कोई भी एक्सपेंस दिया हुआ है और उस एक्सपेंस से रिलेटेड कोई फंड क्वेश्चन में प्रेजेंट है, तो उसकी ट्रीटमेंट इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर में तब तक नहीं होगी जब तक कि एक्सपेंसेस जो हैं वो फंड से ज्यादा ना हो. And if expenses are equal or less than fund, then only the treatment will be there in the balance sheet only. So in the case number 2, you can see the price awarded, the price expenses is happened how much? 5,000. But we already have the fund of 40,000, and although we had received a donation of 7,200, so total price fund what we have is now 47,200, and out of this 47,200 we awarded 5,000. So it will be only, case 2 will be only in the balance sheet. How it will be? Case number 2, price fund is how much bacha? 40,000. Donation we received 7,200, total amount 47,200, minus price awarded 5,000, and total amount which will be remain in the balance sheet in the form of price fund will be 42,200. But case number 3, guys, you listen properly, you see properly, that price awarded 5,000, price fund 31st March 2018 is 40,000, donation for prize awarded 7,200, 9% prize fund investment on 31st March 2018 40,000, interest received on prize fund is 2,700. अब बच्चा, तो first thing you just calculated that we are preparing the balance sheet for the 31st March 2019. So on 31st March 2018, it means on the first date of 1st April 2018, we have a prize fund. So on prize fund is there, तो बच्चा उस पर क्या लगेगा, इंटरेस्ट लगेगा। देखो 1 अप्रैल 2018 को आपके पास एक प्राइस फंड है, इन्वेस्टमेंट है, हाउ मच, 40,000। सो टोटल इंटरेस्ट फर्स्ट यू कैलकुलेट, देन वी विल प्रोसीड फॉर द केस नंबर 3। टोटल इंटरेस्ट ऑन प्राइस फंड इन्वेस्टमेंट विल बी 40,000 की इन्वेस्टमेंट है, 40,000 investment and 9% is the rate of interest and it is for the whole year, so it will be 3,600. So बच्चा out of 3,600 how much you receive, तो you receive बच्चा how much, only 2,700, only 2,700 you receive. It means that the remaining will be the interest accrued. So how much interest accrued will be, तो accrued interest, total interest what you had calculated it 3,600, how much you receive 2,700, so total will be 36 minus 27, 900 is the accrued interest. Ab now how we will do that, we will see this. So as we know, the future receipt will be transferred in the asset side. What is the future receipt बच्चा, price fund investment and accrued interest, so that will be transferred here. Price fund investment 40,000, interest accrued on 9%, the total interest is 3,600, 2,700 is spread out, so total 900 is there. Price fund 40,000, donation we receive 7,200, total interest we receive 3,600, so 50,800, and out of 50,800 how much price awarded, 5,000, so total is 45,800 rupees. Okay guys, so this is the way how we deal with the fund treatment, specific fund treatment, whether it is a treatment of interest accrued on the fund investment, whether it is a treatment of donation received, whether it is a case where expenses of related fund will be less than that, whether it is a case where expenses related with fund is more than that, what will be, that already we discussed. Please go and see all that once more to make it more understanding. Now बच्चा, preparation of income and expenditure account and balance sheet from the receipt and payment. Opening balance sheet, ठीक है, opening balance sheet is always open with the capital fund, and capital fund is the fund which is present in the beginning of the year. Income and expenditure you are knowing, closing balance you are knowing. Capital receipt, some example of capital receipt you see, life membership fees. Ab life membership fees I don't think so that you have to explain. That suppose there is a club and you just pay a membership fees one time only for entire your life, so that will be a capital receipt because it is a one time payment, or you can say in the terms of business, one time receipt. Endowment fund receipt is what bacha, sometime it's happened that some very good persons are there who actually gift something to the non-profit organization, so that gift also for one time only. That's why endowment fund receipt is also the capital receipt. Donation for a specific purpose such as construction of building, a special contribution for silver jubilee celebration, donation for club pavilion will always considered as a capital receipt, because it is not on the basis of repeated. Number one, it is not for the general purpose, general business routine. It is for the special routine. So that's why it will be treated as a capital receipt. And legacies are the amount what non-profit organization is receiving because of the will of any person. Any person died and give all the property to the non-profit organization. That is what legacies, the amount received under a will. is considered as a capital receipt, because that is also the one-time receipt. That is also the one-time receipt, non-repeated basis. Okay, so how this particular will be done, that you keep in your mind about the life membership fees, about the endowment fund, about the donation for a specific purpose, about the legacies. And all four receipts will be recorded in the liability side of the balance sheet. It will be not recorded in income and expenditure income side, a receipt side. Okay, just a minute. One more treatment is there, sale of assets. तो बच्चा सेल ऑफ असेट्स का यू अंडरस्टैंड द प्रॉफिट अ लॉस बिकॉज ऑफ सेल ऑफ असेट्स. द प्रॉफिट अ लॉस बिकॉज ऑफ सेल ऑफ असेट्स will only transfer in income and expenditure amount, not the selling value of assets, not the purchasing value of assets will not transfer in income and expenditure. For example, suppose a business purchase furniture 50,000. So this purchase value of 50,000 will be not transfer income and expenditure. That will be shown in the balance sheet. That will be appeared in the balance sheet. But the depreciation on that, depreciation on furniture, loss on selling of assets, loss on purchasing of assets, profit on selling of assets, profit on purchasing of assets will be only transferred in income and expenditure side. Okay, next topic, what we will understand, what we will learn, that is a treatment of subscription. So our third topic, first topic is treatment of entrance fees, second topic is treatment of fund, third topic is treatment of subscription. Treatment of subscription. But as we know that subscription is a receipt. Okay, subscription is the receipt, the amount received again and again, that is considered as subscription. Up subscription can be outstanding also, subscription can be advance also, subscription can receive during the year also. I repeat that subscription can be outstanding. Like suppose you have to receive the subscription of 5,000, but you only receive the subscription of 4,800. So 200 is still have to receive. That's why we use the word subscription outstanding. Subscription advance means you have to receive 5,000, but you receive the subscription 6,000, 1,000 advance you receive. That is considered as subscription received in advance. That advance can be done in the previous year, that advance can be done in the present year, the outstanding can be of previous year, the outstanding of present year. But we have to adjust that subscription. Because as we know that in income and expenditure, when we are going to write down the subscription, we will write down that amount only what subscription is related with the present year only. In the receipt and payment, we will write down the subscription of past, previous and advance, all three. But in income and expenditure, I told you that income and expenditure amount will be recorded for the present year only. For the present year only. And that's why because of this, the subscription will be received, will be recorded for the present year. So what treatment of subscription, that will be in the next class. We will learn, we will solve some question on the basis of that. Till then, thank you, take care.